Hi, my name is Moos, and this is How Was It?
And today we're going to talk about transitioning. Let's get into bed. We're in bed
Hi,
with Moos.
I'm back.
Um, yeah, you're back. So let's talk about that. If you've seen or listened to the pilot season, you were on episode 2, but with a different name. So we're going to have to talk a little bit about that.
I
Um,
was catfishing.
Yeah, it's not because you transitioned that you changed your name. You already were called Most back then. But yeah, we had a nickname.
We had a nickname. I
Yeah,
wanted some privacy.
yeah. And now, fuck privacy.
Fuck privacy.
Yeah. So, Most, welcome back.
Thank you.
We talked 2.5 years ago with you about the fact that you were on the waiting list for transitioning. And here
Now
we
I'm
are.
not.
You're not on the waiting list anymore.
I mean, kind of still, but not for most things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so normally I go about practicality. So let's start with that. What's your gender?
I'm a undefined masculine person that sometimes identifies as a man, but sometimes also not because men kind of suck.
Amen. Okay.
Yeah,
And sexuality?
queer. Kind of didn't change, I think, since the last one.
Relationship style?
Relationship anarchy also didn't change.
What's that about?
It means that all separate relationships are equally in worth. So a romantic relationship isn't necessarily worth more time than a platonic relationship. Uh, yeah, basically that's in a very short.
Mm.
So like every single relationship has its own kind of like set of rules in a way,
Yeah,
like independent
you
from
just
anything
yeah you
else.
just look at the person instead of the rules that are
Yeah, yeah.
put on it from society.
Okay, actually, let's go back to your sexuality. Because we recently had a very interesting talk
Mm-hmm.
that I would love to talk a little bit about again. Because we talked about bisexuality.
Versus pansexuality.
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe Lorenzo,
What?
do you know what pansexuality is?
Well, I don't know if I have a definition that is correct. In my mind, it means well, it kind of goes hand in hand with the like anarchy relationship. I guess it's like being attracted to the person regardless of their gender.
Mm.
Period.
nice.
True. Yeah.
That's the official definition. I
Oh, fair
think.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But
And
there's a
bisexuality.
in bisexuality. What do you think it means?
Bisexuality,
Uh-huh.
attracted to men and women.
Ma'am.
No.
It means your own gender and someone else's. So
Oh,
basically,
okay, okay.
all genders could fall under this
Okay, okay.
word. But the thing is that there was a time in my life that I labeled my sexuality as bisexual. And when I would talk to people about that, I often would get the question, oh, but are you also into trans people and people that are gender non-conforming and everything? And I would be like, yeah. And then the answer I would get was, oh, but then you're actually pansexual because for a lot of people that probably aren't really knowledgeable about all the terms and their specific definitions, pansexuality is like inclusive for all genders. But the thing is that if you put it that way, bisexuality is actually um, would mean man and woman without involving non-binary people, trans people, um, which makes this whole labeling thing inherently transphobic.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of a recap of the
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair
Does it
enough.
make sense? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I mean, so I guess like a person could be bisexual and be like, oh, I'm attracted to my gender, and then another gender that is
Mhm.
not necessarily male or women specific.
Yes,
It's two gender.
it's
Mhm.
just
So like there's also like
not two.
trisexual.
No, it's not two. It's just your own and another, and this other could also be all genders.
Ah,
So it's
so it's
basically
a loophole.
Yeah, and so adding pansexuality is
could be like, oh, but you're attracted to trans people, so trans people fall into a different category, which is weird because you're excluding trans people from being part of people that you can be attracted to. So we had to make another label for that.
So when a person says I'm not attracted to trans people, for example,
Mhm.
do you think it's true or fair, or it's just like
Yeah,
you don't know enough?
you can not be attracted to it, but I think it's more about the label being thought of as a more inclusive label.
Yeah.
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 it's deep.
Yeah, very deep.
and not very much the topic of today, because we're gonna talk about your transition, because what we said 2.5 years ago, we recorded the episode, and now we are here 2.5 years later. What has happened in those 2.5 years?
I'm shirtless.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, I think. Also, I have a beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Lower voice.
I've been on testosterone now for I'd say a little over 2 years, and I had top surgery 1.5 years ago. So yeah,
Yeah.
big changes.
Yeah.
Nice changes.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Well, go
Go
ahead.
for it.
No, go ahead, and then I'm gonna interject. I think that you have more of
Mm.
a structure in mind.
Well, I just wanted to ask, is there a difference in how you feel about yourself 2.5 years ago and now?
A big difference. I feel like now I'm not scared of people seeing me, which is it's actually something I realized yesterday. I got home from Pride and I ran into this person from my old friend group from my ex, and I didn't feel stressed. I just said hi and I went on with my life. Whereas before transitioning, I was always afraid of running into people. Not because I'm not a social person, but just because I didn't want people to see that version of me. So I think it just opened a lot of doors because I can just be me and take up space because I am myself and I'm happy with the way that people see me because it aligns with who I am in my head. Yeah, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah. Is there?
I have a question. I don't know if you wanna. How long have you known that you are a man?
Well, talking about gender, you just said you're not always.
I don't always necessarily feel like a man, but I do some of the time. And I so I think deep down I always knew. I was all like as a kid, I would be extremely happy if the person at the shop, like the cashier or something, would confuse me with a boy, and I would be like happy for the rest of the day, being like, "Oh, they thought I was a boy," which is not necessarily a cis person what they would do. But like the real realization came I think, mm, around 5-ish years ago. Like I've always said like I'm not a woman, but I also didn't want to put effort in finding out what that meant. And at some point I saw this guy walking and something clicked in my head that I was like, "Oh, I don't find this man like catching my eye because I think he's attractive, but it's because I want to be that. Um, and then it was all clear.
So like, has the perception of yourself as a sometimes man, right,
Yeah,
yeah.
changed before and after tea?
Mm, I don't think so. It's kind of like I thought it did for a while because at some point I really accepted the part that is feeling like a man sometimes. But I find that as a like big difference, but because I kind of thought that that would mean that I would feel like a man all the time because I'm on T and I had top surgery, but in the reality, it's still like varies a bit. And I feel like it's kind of always been like that.
Are there like specific things like maybe like kind of in your cycle of getting your T shot, or like specific things in your life that make you feel like more a man, and like
Mm,
how is that fluidity, you know?
um, I feel like it's so the thing that I always knew was that I wanted to be this mask person that was able to wear nail polish and accessories and stuff. And always when I would see like cis men wearing nail polish, I would be like, I want those hands with nail polish on me. Like I don't want my hands to have nail polish because it gives this the wrong way around. um, yeah, so I think that that's a big like exploring femininity from a mask body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I have the mask body, so I can wear nail polish again. Yeah,
Yeah.
You used to not do it before?
I did it, but I would feel dysphoric about it.
Okay.
So I would be self-conscious about it
Mm-hmm.
and not feel as cool as I wanted to feel.
So is it like it's a fashion statement, or is there like a deeper meaning? Because I remember that I wore.
No, yeah, no, I think it's fashion. It's just
Yeah.
it looks really cool on masked people.
Yeah. Because I wore nail polish maybe like a year, 2 years, few years ago, and but it was straight up just fashion statement. You know, like I felt cool, and then at one point I stopped feeling cool, and I stopped doing it. Like straight up, it's kind of like putting on some clothes, in a
Yeah.
way. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think, but and that's kind of the fluidity. Maybe also for me, it's kind of connected somewhere to. Uh, I don't know. I'm always a bit hesitant to say like I'm a man because it's yeah it changes sometimes. um, but it's combined with it being a fashion statement, but it's also combined with how society sees manhood. I feel like I'm not a man in the way that society sees men.
Mm. What is something that you think society sees in a man that you don't have?
There's this whole mask culture that I just don't have and also don't want. Like the way that um, you're put in a different category in a way because now I have the changes, right? I see the difference from being treated as a woman and being treated as a man. And it's so different. And in the beginning, I really liked it because it was affirming that I passed as a man. But it's starting to annoy me a lot because it's such a toxic culture in people ask you for help way more often. I don't get stared at on the streets. If I join a pole dance class where I'm the only masked person, then everyone's like, "Oh, it's so nice to have a man here because, uh, you know, it's all highlighted in a way that I feel like it just for me, it's not something I do to stand out or to be different. It's just who I am, and it doesn't have anything to do with being a man or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a lot of these kind of small things that I'm starting to get annoyed by because it's just based on uh, unwritten rules about masculinity.
Mm.
Is it fair to say that now compared to before, you look more like a man?
Mm-hmm.
And if so, what are the biggest day-to-day things that you notice? I mean, you mentioned, for instance, not being stared at when
Mhm.
you're outside, but like something really just like on a day-to-day conversation with a person that is like, oh, it is drastically like a difference from before to now.
Handshakes.
Yeah.
Handshakes for sure. Like man-to-man handshakes is such a thing that I don't get, and I'm trying to my way around it. But I think, yeah, several times a week I get into this situation where the where someone wants to say hi or bye, and then I'm suddenly in this like hand match with I don't know what to do. Some people shake your hand, and some people do like a fist bump, and I never know what they're going for. And then I learned that if you choose, they will follow. But apparently, I don't give off this energy of being a leader. So every time I do, I create this very awkward situation where the other person is like, "What are you doing?"
I thought you meant handshake like a
Yeah, it's
like a
like
formal handshake.
no, but like
Yeah, like
you
a
know,
handshake, like a
yes,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
with the half hug and everything,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
terrible.
We can do a tutorial later.
Thanks.
But
Teach me.
how does that go for you? Like, do you have rules like, oh, with with coworkers I do like this kind of handshake, and like with women I do this, because I think that's the situation with you, that normally like men, like a lot of men give women a hug but
Mhm.
give other men a handshake,
Mhm.
and now you're suddenly
Yeah.
Well, I think culturally it changes from country to country. Like for instance, if you go to Italy, like the two kisses is kind of like
oh,
universal,
that's
you know.
my
But
enemy.
at the same time, it's not something that like it's not like I do it with my friends, with my boys, for instance. I also like handshakes, like tailored to a person to a
Yeah, you
person.
do that with a lot of people.
So I have that, but like in general, the half hug is the way to go. So you have the
Yeah, you do this and then you do like.
do this, and then it's like, and then you hit.
But
I
then
mean,
what comes after is like the
yeah,
question because
you
it
do
changes.
this, hug, and then you hit it with the
Yeah, this, and then I'm already
It's kind of
panicking, and
this is
then
kind of like a handshake, like a
It's so
formal handshake.
much.
Yeah,
there's
so
so much
much.
going on. Yeah.
Men just really want to hold hands for a long time, and they do it with this cool.
Actually, everyone is all men are gay. They want to touch everyone.
I mean,
And then there should be like an ass slap in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, maybe like a finger in. Anyways. um Actually, this is something that Lorenzo was very interested in. So you used to have a different name.
oh yeah.
Um and maybe
Sam name or the other name.
the other name.
I have so many questions about it because um it's taboo, that naming,
Mhm.
like this idea that I used to have a name and now I transition, I changed my gender, I changed my name, don't call me with my previous name, which is fair. It's like misgendering somebody
Mhm.
in a way. But my question, I don't even know how to phrase it, but it's like, is it a cultural thing, like a subculture gay thing? Is a personal thing? Like, where does it come from? And also, like, do you have a relationship with your previous name at all?
I think it's very personal. Like, I know a lot of trans people, and everyone treats this completely different. I didn't plan to actually make it like a dead name, and I didn't want it to be like a name that I couldn't
Here.
hear. I don't know, have in my life in some way. But the what happened was when I started to use my new name, there were a lot of people that were purposely using my old name in a way that they didn't want to accept the fact that I changed my name and that I'm a trans person. And this kind of resulted in me ditching it and hiding it. Because the relationship I have with it now is just that people are misusing it
Mm.
to
To hurt you.
hurt, not necessarily to hurt, but that just to
Invalidate you.
yes.
And when it comes to your previous self, do you think back at this little girl and then eventually this adolescent person that is trying to figure out
Mm.
what's their role in the world? Like, do you have any like relationship with that idea of yourself?
I think so. Mostly, I think I see myself like if I look back as me as a kid, I see myself as a little boy because I didn't have the language and uh, outside pressure of acting on apart from family stuff, but like inside I knew who I was, but I didn't have the words for it. But yeah, like the supermarket example, I didn't feel like a girl. So I don't really see myself as a little girl if I look back to that. Um, but as a teenager, I did go through uh, a girl puberty and also the social stuff that happened with that. And I do feel, I don't know what kind of relationship I have with that, but I do acknowledge that as girlhood in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I hear a trans person talking about their experience with their body, it sounds horrible. It's always like, damn, it's like such a hard thing to go through life in a cage.
Yeah, I don't know if I see it as a cage. I think maybe more the world than my body in a way because I was really good in ignoring my body. So so my body didn't necessarily feel like the cage, but just the society expectations of me were just really limiting in finding out who I was.
Mhm. I'm not trans, but what I had an interesting talk yesterday about someone. I was using a strap on, and and that person asked me like, "Have you ever wanted to be a boy?" And I was like, "Well, not like I can cry about the fact that I don't have a dick, but it's not that like." And he asked me like, "Why don't you go into transition and like get a dick?" And I'm like, "But it's not that."
It's not a casual thing that you just do.
No, that as well. And it's not like, I don't think that's gonna help me. Like, I'm fine with my body. I'm fine with having a vulva, but I just sometimes can just cry about the fact that I don't have a penis. But I don't want to go in transition and get like a penis like that. Like, that's not gonna make me happy either. Um, so I don't know. Wanted to add that maybe like that's also just a weird relationship with my body, even though like I don't want to transition.
But sometimes you can also have a desire and not necessarily like I think in an ideal world maybe I would also want an actual dick, but also I don't want a fabricated one.
Mm.
You know, that it's so different than one that you get with birth.
Mm.
Yeah.
And it's also limiting in a lot of way and it's more like a tool and I mean for me it would be more like a tool than an actual body part, I feel.
And then what do we mean with a tool?
Yeah, you actually like if you want to have like your dick hard, you have to like blow it
Yeah.
up with a pump in your balls. You know, for me, it's
Really?
yeah.
Sounds practical.
I mean, it's really cool. It's really cool, and I think for the people that really want that, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Speaking about trans dick, how does that work for you now?
I have a dick. I mean, I call it a dick.
Mm.
Um, So when you take testosterone, your clitoris grows. And it really depends on per person how much it grows. But for me, it's been really uh, affirming in a way. And it grew quite a lot. It's like 4 centimeters or something.
Say when.
It was like this, and if it also can get hard, so then
Mm.
it grows. It's really cool. Um, so yeah, I have a dick, which is nice.
Mm. Yeah, and how does that work, like sex wise? What can you do with it? What do you like?
Yeah, so it actually is a bit more complicated to get pleasure from it
Mm.
because in a way it's still the same as a clitoris, which needs some sort of simulation. Um, but because there's way more to it, like there's more skin,
Mm-hmm.
it's harder to create that kind of stimulation. Also with like oral sex, someone really needs to suck because with the licking it just doesn't do anything because it's just flicks it around instead of it being like stimulated well enough. But also it has uh, it doesn't fit in a lot of toys anymore, which is also sad.
Yeah, like a suction
Yeah,
toy.
suction toys are often too small, which is sad because it was and is almost the only way that I can have an orgasm if I have sex with someone else. So now there's a challenge going on every time.
We haven't even mentioned this, but you have a sex shop.
I have a sex shop.
Yeah.
So I know a lot about sex toys.
A sex shop specifically for trans and like queer bodies.
Yes.
Let's quickly go into that because, like, why does it exist? And why not just like a general sex shop?
So a lot of the toys that you can get and also the shops itself are incredibly cis heteronormative, which means that if you are not, you really have to look through all of the packaging that has suggestions of certain sexualities and bodies to find something that fits you. And it also creates the risk of a trans masked person needing to buy some toy that's marketed towards women. And for a lot of people, that means that it doesn't feel safe to explore their sexuality because they're constantly reminded of their transness, and that can create a lot of dysphoria. So at my shop, I try to like filter that out. So all of the toys in my shop are genderless, which means that basically you could use them on all bodies, all sexualities, and there's no like the packaging is not telling you what you should do with it, which creates a lot of like colorful things.
Yeah, because even if you use like penis or vagina, you know, like you call your body part a dick, you just
Yeah.
said, you know, so like even that is not genderless.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
genderless.
Yeah.
And also if you have a penis that you're born with and you don't want to call it that, all this packaging for toys that are aimed at that body part are, I mean, maybe that's the worst. Like they're all marketed, like especially if you like strokers and stuff, it's marketed towards like penis in vagina kind of marketing. So it's sad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We actually have a toy here.
I have a toy here.
Is that your favorite? No. ASMR.
One of my favorites, yes, and also one that I sell the most because it's so nice. It's very flexible, and it's a lot of vibrators have like one tip vibrations, so you can just put it on one body part and that's it. This whole thing vibrates, but it also varies. So, like here, the vibration is less big than here. You can massage yourself or someone else with it. So it's not necessarily a sex toy. You can use it on every body part. So a lot of vibrating toys are made for clitoris or that kind of areas. Whereas this one you can use anywhere comfortably because of the size and the bendiness and the softness. So it's nice.
Nice.
It's called the Wave.
Okay.
I would have said the leaves. The leaf.
Yeah.
It's cute, right?
Yeah. Wild Ones. LWD.com? Wildones.lwd?
No, Wild Ones LWD.nl.
.nl. Okay.
Or just on Instagram.
Yes. Wild Ones.
Tag
LWD.
me.
So remaining in the context of what do you like, maybe we can move more into like the dating side of it all.
Mm.
Because I mean, obviously, we had a very big introduction about transitioning. So I'm assuming that there might be differences between before and
A
after
lot.
transition.
It's so much harder.
What do you think? Why do you think it's harder?
I think as a person that looks like a woman, it's so easy to get dates, have sex dates with men in general because I don't know.
Men are horny?
Men are horny. but-
That's so not okay for you to say that. Not all men want sex all the time.
No, but it's like I can compare, right? So
Yeah.
I know that it was
In your
it was
experience.
so easy to get dates and have hookups, and now I really struggle with finding people that want to have sex with me because I don't want to have sex with straight-ish men because it's not affirming my gender. But a lot of gay men don't want to have sex with me because they want dick. And so
Can
there's
relate.
yeah, me too. But yeah, so it makes it more difficult to date consistently and have a lot of sex.
You mentioned, obviously, we mentioned pansexuality. So I would assume you go for anything that you like.
Anything with a heartbeat.
No.
Anything that you like,
No,
but
no, no.
without
I
like
said I was queer, not pansexual.
Oh, my bad.
And for me, it means that I'm mostly gay.
Okay.
I see your brain puzzling.
No,
what
no,
that
I'm just trying
means.
to put everything because then obviously my question would have been if there's anything that you do like would be like your go-to type as far as like a person to meet when it comes to like gender or body type or height or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
is there anything that you're like, oh, this is my type to a T?
I'd say a fashionable men or mask person.
And do you think that when it comes to like specifically hookups and sex,
Uh-huh.
so like if you're dating for like emotional reasons, obviously there's more component, but when it comes to like straight, not straight, but
Gay
when it
Weird
comes
sex.
when it comes to sex, are genitals important?
Sometimes depends on the mood. I do like sucking dick, so if I'm in the mood for that, then yes. But I also like hands, and almost everyone has hands. So
We don't discriminate people without hands in this podcast, by the way.
stump is also fine.
Yeah.
Fisting.
Without the hands, then you lose a whole bit of weight. I think.
Well, but at least you can like put the whole arm in there, I guess. I don't know.
I know I was at. Can I tell a random anecdote?
Yeah.
So I was doing this shoot with two queer or gay artists, and they were telling me about a play party that they went to, and they were telling me they were so happy about it. They saw someone without a hand fisting someone, and they just decided to stand and watch because they were so into it, but like in such a positive way. It was really cute.
Yeah, those kind of feels like, fetishizing people
Yeah, but
with
it was just like, oh,
No, yeah, obviously it's just cool representation.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the last time and how was it?
2 weeks ago in Berlin, because Berlin is
Your place.
my place. It was really nice. It was really hot. I met with someone from field, and we had like I really like the fact that or to have like first to have a date to get to know someone, check the vibe, see if you match, and then to see if you also want to have sex. And this went according to plan.
I think that's just like regular, right? To do it like that?
Not in the gay scene.
No,
That's the
okay.
thing. Like, if you want to have sex within the queer or gay men scene, a lot of it is more body to body and not mind to mind. So it doesn't really matter who you are and who the other person is. You both have a genital, and then you do stuff with it, and then you leave.
Yeah.
And you might not even know their name.
Mm.
And I don't really like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this was good.
Mm. So continue. Berlin.
Berlin, the date.
Like, how was it?
How was it? It was good. So we talked a lot, which was really nice. Boring. No, we had, I think we spent like 1.5 hours of talking about our previous experiences.
Mm.
And this was kind of the foreplay, which was cool because then within sharing this, you can already talk about what speaks to you within the experience of the other. So it went really smooth at some point. I think they were telling me something, and I asked something about it, and then they said, "Oh, I don't know how to explain this," and I was like, "You can show me." And then we transferred to just having sex for 3 hours ish.
Nice.
Nice.
How many times did you come?
Once. I forgot my toys. So I didn't bring toys to Berlin.
Amateur.
I know. But I was also not expecting to have sex. And then I was there.
No. Why?
Because I was in a dry spell for 3 months. So I lost all hope.
But that's why you go to Berlin.
I know. But yeah, I didn't bring toys. So it took a lot of effort to have an orgasm.
Okay, nice. Slay.
But it did work.
Yeah.
Eventually. It was really nice.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have some rapid fire questions for you.
Hit me.
Go ahead.
No, you want to
Me?
do it?
Yep.
Yeah. You're the curious one about
Me?
about Moos. We again forgot to say how we know each other.
Oh.
Well, kind of already talked about it in the pilot season, but we're platonic partners.
Yes.
We
started off dating, and then we became cuddle buddies for a while, and then we became platonic partners.
Yeah. So we're partners. Lorenzo has been hearing about you so much through me. And you always had very curious questions about your transition, and now he has like the space to ask you those questions basically.
Yeah, I have so many more that I didn't get to ask. Maybe next time.
We need another episode. But yeah.
But rapid fire question. I don't know if these are all of them, but still, I can start off. What is the craziest toy that you have seen?
Seen?
Like sex toy we're talking about.
Or used, but I guess.
Used.
I think when I did research on my sex shop, I went to a lot of sex shops to look for inspiration. And the size of some dildos that I cannot imagine that fitting in a human body. But apparently it does.
Yeah.
That's so big. It's like wider than a leg.
Yeah, that's...
It hurts thinking about it.
Yeah.
But also like how, like I've seen like a tail kind of thing, like sometimes they're like the height of a whole torso. Like,
yeah, but if you have anal toys, it goes through all your intestines, right? So it doesn't go straight up. It goes with the shape of.
Is that supposed to make it better?
It's
Sounds
better than
worse.
impaling someone.
Sounds worse. Alright, okay. Did you experience more, or do you experience more acceptance as a trans man? Well, not a trans man, but as a trans person before or after test?
so
I don't know if I can really compare that, because now the experience that I get for people that don't know I'm trans is that they don't know I'm trans. So I get treated as a cis person, and beforehand it was the other way around. So yes, there's a difference in respect because patriarchy, but not necessarily a difference in
mm.
the trans part of it.
But do you say there's a difference in respect? Do you feel like there's also a difference in expectations?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is something that is expected of you now as a man?
To be more dominant.
Mm.
I'm not.
Yeah, you just said with like the handshake situation.
Yeah, there's like this macho thing that's going on.
Mm.
That's, I don't know, it's not me.
Yeah, actually, we had a guest, Ivars, a few episodes ago, who was also a trans man, and we talked about masculinity. Okay, so Ivars said that like his emotions, like his feelings, were just basically gone once he started using testo. What is your experience with that?
It's not gone, it's different.
Mm.
I become more angry versus sad. Like, sadness is often translated to me being angry.
Mm.
And because of the hormones, I am not able to cry as much.
Mm.
That's more like a physical, because I feel like I have to cry, but it just doesn't come out.
Mm. And you were able to do that
I could cry
before.
about everything. Yeah. And now it's just something I really have to have big, big feelings for it to come out.
Funny.
Okay. What was the biggest side effect of testo?
There's no side effects, I would say. Like, in general, you know what the effects of tea are, so they are not side effects, they're effects.
What's an effect that you didn't like?
Butt hair.
You didn't have that before.
No.
Oh.
Now there's a lot. Yeah, but apparently that's the thing. Yeah.
I mean, you also have chest hair now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's
And beard
welcomed.
hair. Yeah.
This is it's good.
Yeah, I don't have a lot, but I would love to have more.
What are you
Anyway,
talking about?
uh,
Ik heb 3 haren op mijn borst. Ik ben een beer. Beer, beer.
I don't know this.
Oh. I have 3 hairs on my chest. I am a bear. Bear, bear.
what is a kink you would like to experiment with? Who wrote this? What is a kink? What is a kink that you're into?
I still didn't have a MMM threesome.
Mm.
Like, I did play around at play parties where sometimes there are several people involved, but then it's not like a full experience of getting to know 2 other masked people, preferably with dicks.
Eiffel Tower.
And
No?
among other things.
Okay. Yeah. Eiffel Tower has been like a threat throughout these guests
Yeah.
here.
I'm not opposed to it.
You know, we can do at the end of the
Can we
season
do like a call
kind of
where all men will, or people with dicks will just get in and fill out a form, and then you match the people in the podcast that wanting to have the Eiffel Tower experience with the people that applied.
I mean, I'll arrange something. Yeah. Sign up in the link in the
Bio.
bio.
Right. Would you go for bottom surgery?
No.
And if so, well, you said no, but like, if so, what size would you choose?
I don't think I would go big.
Say when.
You went
Say when.
Stop.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
I don't want like this full underwear full of no.
It's like having a tampon in all day.
Yeah.
What size would you go for?
No. What?
Say when.
When?
Ah, interesting. What's your preferred size? If you could choose.
Mine.
Rebrands. What's your size?
Mine, and I'm gonna keep it for myself.
Say when.
When?
I'm sorry for your roof.
Size
she
doesn't matter.
No.
Technique does.
She ain't sorry for herself.
No, I haven't heard her complain at all, so I guess it's...
Do you have? Do you ever regret transitioning?
No.
Do you ever maybe regret is a strong word, but like, do you wish you did it earlier? Do you think you did it in the right time?
Yeah.
It was like the youngest you could ever been to go through that, knowing what you were doing.
Yeah, I think it was good.
I guess I like. How do you feel about it? Because it's always like a matter of conversation when, like a person transition very young.
Mm.
What are your? Do you have any opinion about
If
whether
a
like it's
kid knows this, like if I would have had the language for it, the representation, then I don't see why not. Like the regret rate is so low. Kids really, if they're growing up in an inclusive environment where there's representation and language, and they know what they want, I don't see why it's bad.
with T or like a social transition?
Social transition, but like I mean, the only thing that kids get is like hormone blockers, which is a completely reversible thing. So throughout puberty, the only thing that happens is that they stop the body from changing into a body that the person doesn't want. So it's quite harmless,
Mm.
and a really good solution to get a happy kid.
I mean, we want happy kids.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Thank you so much, Moos,
Thank
for
you.
being here with us again. And let's get out of bed. Let's
Getting hot in here.
Thank you for watching and listening. This was How Was It? My name is Silky Way. This is Lorenzo and our guest today, Moos. Thank you, Moos, for being here with us again and sharing your story.
Thanks for having me.
Also, don't forget to follow us on the platform that you're listening to and also on Instagram. It's howwasit_podcast. And slide in our DMs for
Threesomes.
Eiffel Towers. Yeah, we need you. Bye.